What's going on? Where are you guys getting Hennessy on flights?
Previously on,
and I have no deodorant. Oh, well, since you're not boarding early, then I'm blaming everything on you. It was a crime scene. Hey crew, welcome back to my channel for another flight attendant vlog. For those of you who are new, my name is Bridget. I'm a New York City based flight attendant for a major US carrier, and we're going back to work. I feel like it's been a while since I vlogged because I'll let you guys in on a little secret. I have worked since the last vlog, which was I think Salt Lake City 2-day. If you haven't watched that, I'll link that right here. But I did not vlog on those work trips. I went to London, and as you guys know, on both trips, we're on lockdown right now. We're not allowed to leave our room, so there wasn't pretty much anything for me to vlog. So I took the break from vlogging, and it was nice, and I enjoyed it. But now we're back to business. So I am on call. I preference, which is basically like putting in a bid to say I would like this trip. And as you guys know, everything in the airline industry goes by seniority. So by seniority, they award or assign the trips that people preference, and then the leftover ones are assigned in reverse seniority. So the most junior person would go first and then down the line. So I preferenced the trip. I got it, and then I saw a trip that I liked more, so I was able to swap with someone who had that trip, and we are working a domestic 3-day tomorrow with a layover in Norfolk, Virginia. Fun fact, that is the city that I went to university in, so hopefully I'll be able to see one of my friends. We'll see. We get in kind of late, but yeah, I can't remember where the second layover is, but we'll see whenever we get there in that vlog. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow, maybe when I'm on the way to the airport, when I'm at the airport, who knows. See you in the next clip. Good morning crew. So I have made it to JFK. I told you that I would have explained what the flights were for today, and today we have 4 legs. This is not something that I regularly do or want to do, but it's what we were assigned, so we'll make the best of it. We go JFK, Atlanta, Atlanta, Norfolk, Norfolk, Atlanta, Atlanta, Norfolk, and then layover in Norfolk tonight. So I'll probably speak to you guys again once we get to Atlanta, because we have plane swap, a gate swap, all of the above. Hey crew, so we are at the 2 of 4 mark for today, and I am exhausted. The first flight was beyond crazy, but I will tell you guys about that once we get to the hotel hours from now. I'm in Norfolk, but we don't get to stay because we have to do a turn, and that's about it. We are working on the Airbus 321 for the remainder of the day, and I can't think of anything else, so I'll probably speak to you guys again once I get to the hotel in Norfolk tonight. So see you in the next clip. Hey crew, so this vlog, I've been a bad vlogger. I did not come back when I got to the hotel last night in Norfolk to show you guys the room. It's nothing spectacular because I was extremely exhausted. My day started off very early yesterday because I had to commute into work. So I had been up since 3 a.m. and we got here around like 8, and by that time I was ready to go to sleep. But as I promised, we need to have a crew briefing and talk about yesterday's 4 legs and how everything went. So the first leg was the most eventful of it all, and I want to talk to you guys about something and get your opinions on it. Flight attendants and non-flight attendants. So as you guys know, airline tickets can be expensive, and we're talking about pre-Pandora. You know, flying can be expensive, especially if you have a family and buying tickets for every family member. The airline that I work for has a fare that is basically the lowest fare that they offer, but there are different stipulations that come with that fare. And one of them is that you cannot pick your seat. So your seat is assigned to you at the airport. Prior to them starting the boarding process, they assign the seats. And in picking this lowest fare, you have to agree to accepting whatever seat that they assign you. And it's something that apparently like pops up prior to you being able to purchase your ticket. So there's no exceptions to the rules when you buy the lowest fare. If you have kids, if you're traveling with the family, there's no exceptions to that. You agree to take whatever seat they give you and they assign you the seat. I think I told you guys every single flight, all 4 legs, every single seat was full. And on the first flight, there was a lot of families traveling. Atlanta's a big connection airport and a lot of families with children. Well, majority of the flight or the people that I encountered purchased that lower fare and they got middle seats because that was what was left over. Lately, I've been encountering people, I guess I'm not sure, I don't want to assume that they all purchased the lowest fare and they don't want to sit in their seat, so they sit in another seat. But we encountered a lot of families just deciding to take the whole row when they didn't have the row, and then the people who are actually sitting there who paid for those seats together want their seats and people don't want to move. So that was a big problem on the first flight. And then people were trying to go to the bathroom during landing, like wheels down, I can see the runway landing. And we're like, no, you have to sit down. Like, you have to sit down. You can get hurt. Taxiing to the gate. People were trying to open not the boarding door. No, we don't want that. Open the overhead bins and take their bags out. It was just, that flight was nonstop. And another thing I want to talk to you guys about is if a flight attendant is doing service, 9 times out of 10, we cannot collect your trash. Number one, there's nowhere to put it. There's no trash portion or section on our cart. And number two, if you were in someone else's shoes and you saw me making drinks, handing people their snacks or meals, depending on what flight I'm on, and then I take someone's trash and then go back to making drinks, snacks, handing them their meals, would you want your food? Because that's nasty. So I was dealing with that a lot on the flight, and people wanted to get attitudes when I'm like, I cannot take this right now, but I will be back to collect trash. One lady's like, well, what am I supposed to do with it? I don't have anywhere to put it. So the first flight, nonstop. Then you guys know we worked a Norfolk turn out of Atlanta. That was fine, no problems. The passengers were really nice. Other than dealing with the seat situation again, I had a family who was very upset about it. And I attempted to explain to him, like, you agreed to take whatever seat that you had. It does not keep in mind or does not recognize that you have young children. That's why they alert you before you press purchase. So it's kind of what you have to deal with. And I don't want to sound insensitive because I am all for getting the bang for my buck. But I do also read the fine print, and sometimes the budget friendly or the bang for your buck option may not be beneficial to your situation. That was about it. We got here, I slept in late, which is something that's not normal for me, and our pickup is, I believe, 3:25. It's around 12:50 right now. We have 2 legs today. We do Norfolk to Atlanta and then Atlanta to Vegas. So we're putting out positive vibes, positive energy that today's flights are uneventful. I do not really like to fly to Vegas, but we're on call, so we take what they give us. And yeah. Hey crew, so it is 3:16. Our van time is 3:25, but I have to go down early to get my ice packs. I finally, after all these years, have given the hotel my ice packs to freeze. I don't know why I never do it. Honestly, just being lazy, but I'm trying to turn it to a little blah, blah, blah. Why can't I talk? I'm trying to turn a new leaf, and that's one of the things I'm trying to implement. So I'll see you guys once we get to the airport. Good morning, crew. I'm doing such a bad job of vlogging this trip, and for that I apologize, but I wanted to come and speak to you guys while I was getting ready. It is go home day for this 3-day trip. I think I've spoken in the past about how you may not get along with every person that you work with. You may not like their personality, their work ethic, and so on and so forth. But this time, it doesn't necessarily deal with their work ethic. It's just the person themselves. I've worked with them before, and events transpired on that flight that I wasn't too fond of. And I told myself that I wouldn't work with them again if I had the choice. Obviously, this time I didn't have a choice because I'm on call, and basically I'm assigned what's left over. So that's what I'm dealing with on this trip, but I never let anything like that get to me. I keep to myself. The rest of the crew is so nice. And like I always say is, you may never see this person again, or if you do, it could be months, years down the line. So I just wanted to share with you guys the reality that you will work with people that you may not be too fond of. And some airlines have something called a no-fly list, which is basically a list that you can compile, I guess, when you're bidding, and put certain flight attendants, or maybe pilots, depending on your airline's names that you would prefer not to fly with again. My airline does not have an actual list. You basically have to keep an eye out for those names. That is something I will definitely be doing for the future. So yeah, that's that on that subject. Yesterday we had 2 legs. We did Norfolk to Atlanta and then Atlanta to Vegas. Norfolk to Atlanta was fine. It's a short flight, just like I like it. Fun fact, if I haven't shared with you guys in the past, I do not like flying long flights. The only exception I would give to that rule is if I'm going internationally, but domestically, I don't prefer to fly East Coast to West Coast, which are considered transcons. I prefer to stay on the East Coast. I'll do Midwest, I'll do East to South, but I don't like doing East to West. So yeah, the second flight, Atlanta to Vegas, was 100% full, like every flight for this trip pretty much. And it was nonstop, which if you don't know, Vegas flights are nonstop, especially when you're going to Vegas. Leaving Vegas is a little bit more mild, but it was a Friday night. People are going to Vegas and they were ready to have fun. And I've been getting a lot lately. I don't know if any airline does offer Hennessy on board, but I've been getting asked that a lot. Do we have Hennessy on board? And I'm like, what's going on? Where are you guys getting Hennessy on flights? Other than that, nothing much happened. And then today it's one and done. We work 1 leg back to New York, which is going to be pretty long, Vegas to JFK. So I want you guys to comment down below what you think the flight time is going to be for Vegas to JFK. And hopefully after this trip, I will remember to actually tell you guys what the flight time is. That's about it. So I will probably see you on the plane. So see you in the next clip. Hey crew, so you're probably wondering, Bridget, why does it look like you're in a hotel room? I thought you said it was go home day.